Hey guys, welcome to yet another tutorial video, and in this full-fledged tutorial we'll be going to learn how you can customize your ChatGPT. So basically we will be looking at all of the personalization settings that are currently present in the updated ChatGPT. We'll be looking through one of them each, and I will explain what each and every settings does and how they will help you achieve your goal to get a more personalized experience from your ChatGPT. So without further ado, let us begin. So currently I am in my ChatGPT. I have the Pro account for the ChatGPT that comes with codecs and much more capabilities and context memory as well. So if you wish to access the personalized settings, you first need to click onto your profile picture at the bottom left corner right here, and from here click onto personalization, or you can also click onto settings. So once you click onto the personalization, you will see the personalization setting that will appear from here. So now personalizing ChatGPT transforms it from a generic tool into an AI tailored to your specific workflow. So you can access these tools by clicking onto the same like I showed you, and the personalization suite includes three main settings. So the first one is the custom instructions, as I would like to explain this one first. So custom instructions let you predefine context and formatting rules, so you do not have to type them into every new chat. So for example, it says what would you like ChatGPT to know about you. So you can add maybe a mini biography, detail about your profession, your project, the work environment, and frequently used softwares or frameworks as well. So this particular one has a 1500 character limit. Then it will you also have the about you section where you can add a nickname, occupation, or more about you like interest, values, or preferences to keep in mind. Then at the top we have the base, style, and tone. So you can basically set the style and tone of how ChatGPT responds to you. This does not impact ChatGPT's capabilities, so it's just a method of your preference or a decision of your preference. So if you wish ChatGPT to be professional, you can simply choose that. If you want him to be friendly, you can use that one. A candid one that is direct and encouraging. Then there is also a quirky, which is playful and imaginative. Efficient, which is concise and plain. And cynical, that is critical and sarcastic as well. Then apart from the style, we have the characteristics as well, so you can choose additional customizations on top of your base style and tone as well. So basically this includes the following four characteristics. The first one is warm. So how much warm you would like ChatGPT. Warm in this friends means friendlier and more personable. So the more warmness means more friendlier and more personable, and the less means more professional and factual. So you can keep it as per your wantings. Then we have enthusiastic. So if you choose more enthusiastic, it will have more energy and excitement, and less enthusiastic means calmer and more natural. Then we have headers and lists. So if you use more, it will use more clear formatting and lists, and less means more paragraphs instead of lists. So if you think you want lists for everything like in an instruction form of way, you can use this option for more inside the headers and lists. Then one of the following that we have is emojis. So if you want your chat gpt to be more playful, you can use more emojis, or less where it does not use as many emojis. Then we have this option of fast answers. So chat gpt can sometimes use its general knowledge to give fast, in depth answers. these aren't personalized and don't use your memory. So it's up to you. If you wish, you can enable this, or if not, you can simply disable this particular one. Then we did talked about custom instructions and the about you section. Then we have the memory option. So memory, if you wish to learn about, there is a complete article on the same. So ChatGPT, as you know, can remember useful details between chats, making its responses more personalized and relevant. As you chat with ChatGPT, whether you are typing, talking, or asking it to generate an image, it can remember helpful context from earlier conversation, such as your preferences and interests, and use that to tailor its responses. So memory, if you wish to manage, you can simply click onto this manage button, and from here you will find all of the memories that are present right here. So let me quickly just close this one and proceed on with the others. Then we have reference saved memories. So this means let ChatGPT save and use memories when responding. So if you wish to enable this for more personalized feel, you can enable it. We have reference chat history. So this means ChatGPT can reference to all previous conversation when responding. So this way all of your chats become interconnected and it does not loses the context, and the information is preserved in its memory. So I would recommend that you enable this one as well. Then we have the record mode, and under here we have a reference record history. That means let ChatGPT reference all previous recordings, transcripts, and notes when responding. If you do use them a lot, the recordings and transcripts or notes, then it's a good idea to enable this. Then for the advanced settings, we have web search, which let ChatGPT automatically search the web for answers. I recommend that you enable this. We have canvas, where you can collaborate with ChatGPT on text and code. It is also recommended to be enabled. We have ChatGPT voice. So if you want to enable voice in ChatGPT, and if you are tired of typing, you can simply enable this. We have advanced voice, where it has more natural conversation and voice, and connector search, that lets ChatGPT automatically search connected sources for answers. So all of these are recommended to be enabled. So that was all for the personalization settings in ChatGPT. Thanks for watching and have a nice day.